Oh yeah, I'm loving the new place. The only thing I don't really like are just the traditional stairs and the non-existent TV. This fridge that isn't even a fridge at all. It's just blocks and a button. Table that's not even really a table. Just pressure plates on a fence post. Like, I'm so tired of it. Are you sure the new furniture is on its way? Well, I hope it's good, because the last one really hurt my butt. Like, the cushioning was just really bad. The curtains were falling off. Huh? Well, that's got to be the furniture. All right, I'll talk to you later, Bob. Oh, I can't wait. Mr. Crayfish, what are you doing here? What's cooking, everyone? My name's The Chef's Life, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase, where today we are checking out the MRCRAYFISH'S furniture mod, Refurbished. Now, if you guys are familiar with the MRCRAYFISH'S furniture mod, you will know that this is a really old school mod, but has recently been updated, or kind of actually been given a brand new version of the mod that is basically just overhauling the pre-existing version of the mod. Now, there are some things that I don't think really transferred over to the newer version, but this is pretty much majority of what MRCRAYFISH'S furniture mod has to offer, at least for right now. All right, so we're just going to look into this chest and see that we have a couple of new recipes. So basically everything has a new recipe, but most of them actually have to do with this new block, if I could grab it right. This new block called the workbench. So we're just kind of gonna put all this stuff here. Got to put a stone cutter at the top, redstone block at the bottom. Of course, I'm just grabbing multiple different woods to show that you can use all the types of wood and create the workbench. So we're just gonna kind of plop that out right here in the front. We're gonna come in here, grab all the iron and then the blast furnace stuff. Put the blast furnace right there, redstone block there, and iron ingots all around. So we're just going to grab the light electricity generator. So we're just going to kind of put that off to the side, put it right there. And another thing you're going to need is the wrench item, which you need 3 iron ingots, 2 string, and 1 leather. So you're just going to come over here to the power generator, grab the little bulb, and then put it into this other bulb thing. And you could see here, there's the new generator system, which I'm pretty sure the old mod didn't have. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So now this workbench is fully functional, which you could see now that there are different recipes of things that you can craft. So you can pretty much just make whatever you want, a desk or a table, and you can even place some of the blocks into the workbench and you could see that they still function. You can kind of pick specific things that you want to craft that have to do with the sort of different tabs. And we have all the show all crafting, which of course doesn't show everything. And there you go. Now you see it's all on, and then include neighbor containers. So I'm assuming that's for if you have chests nearby. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm just gonna kind of go back there and just kind of leave that as is. I'm not going to really use this block to show off all the crafting recipes. You guys can try this out for yourself. And so yeah, that's basically how the workbench works and the generator. We're going to be using a lot of the generator very soon, but for now we're going to grab all these furniture pieces, which I've sort of kind of chose at random to see if I could sort of come up with a particular design for this house. And as you could see, there's already some existing furniture, which is, you know, in Minecraft, it's Minecrafty, but it's a little outdated. So what we're going to do is actually replace all of the pieces of furniture and kind of try and make this place look a lot better. So we're just going to kind of get rid of the whole, table. All right. And so I think I'm going to go for the dark oak table in this area. I'm kind of give it some space. Let's do that. I think maybe the closest look would be spruce chair. So we're just going to stand on the table and place all these chairs. And one of the cool things you could do with the chairs is if you have an empty hand and you crouch, touch the chair, you can basically put it inside the table, which is actually really cool. And of course, go through it. Same with all of these. So we're just going to kind of do that for some space. And that just looks so much cleaner. I think maybe you could fit in some other chairs optionally if you want, but I think this looks fine for right now. All right, so we got the quartz sofa, which is gone now. So we're just going to kind of replace it with these brand new sofas. I think it'll look better if you take that off. And yeah, that looks so much better in my opinion. I think this fits pretty well. All right, and then we got this red stool, which we'll just put right there. I don't think we really have much to do with that. So now we have a couple of oak chairs, which maybe we'll just put like right here. So, you know, you have like that little, I'm not sure what it's called, like that little bar part of the kitchen. You could serve some drinks and stuff. Of course, you can't really push them in since these aren't tables. All right, so now we got a cherry desk and mangrove desks, which might not be visible like that. I think the mangrove would probably suit that color better. Put another one right there. And yeah, that just looks a lot better. Maybe 3. I think that's fine. We'll do just those 2. It is kind of, oh, actually, it's not overlapping. All right, that's good. And we'll just kind of put a random birch table there, maybe with like a flower pot or something. And then I'm not sure where to put this magenta sofa. Maybe upstairs in the hallway. Maybe like right here. Just to kind of have a chill space, maybe. All right, so that was everything in the general section. So now we're going to move on to the bedroom, which there isn't too many things. We just got basically the drawers and the lamps. So maybe to kind of make this, oop, how did that happen? Oh, okay. So I got a couple of different lamp colors. So we'll just put one right here. I think that looks better than a flower pot. All right, so now we're just going to go upstairs, kind of adjust the bedroom. So it seems like we might only have space for one bed. So we're just going to move that. Put a singular bed and then some desks. I think that fits pretty well. We'll do white. I think we should probably get some lighter colors in here. So that looks pretty nice. And now here, maybe we could put out some jungle drawers, maybe like one right there. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Maybe we can have like a TV right here. Well, we do have a TV downstairs. Then we have 2 different color dark oak fans. We're just gonna kind of, where can we put this? I think the best place for this might just be out here. We'll just put that right there. And yeah, that looks pretty good. And what's really cool about this is you can actually kind of change it directionally. So you can make like a little windmill or something, like a fan, or your industrial looking builds. I'm just gonna kind of be experimenting with all this stuff. So I guess the next one is the light blue lamp, which we'll just put right out here, which, yeah, that looks pretty nice. Maybe we'll just have one and put like a flower pot there for sure. So as you can see, the dark oak ceiling fan is not going to work unless it has power, but we'll work on the electrical components a little later. For now, we're just going to move on. We got the bedroom done. Just going to kind of pour everything in there. And we're going to move on to the kitchen, which might just be my favorite, and it has the most stuff. So I got a couple of different things. We're going to first just basically place down the fridge because that just looks infinitely better. We're going to kind of move this out of the way and place the sink. And I think we'll do the acacia drawer and we'll place that. All right, so this is already starting to look much better. This one right here is the kitchen cabinetry, and this one right here is the kitchen drawer. So this one cannot be opened or anything, this one can. And what's really cool is that you can actually look at this part of the block and place things while you look at this part of the block and open the drawer. Another cool thing is the sink, which you can actually, if you have your hand empty, is actually have it to work, but I'm not sure how you can get it to unflood. So yeah, I just break it and place it back. So then we have the storage cabinets, which we'll just put up there. That's already looking so much better. Maybe we'll place more right there. I think we'll get rid of that one. Maybe place a, oh no, that's not gonna look good. Well, we definitely need to replace this and turn it into the stove. I think we'll just move that like that. That looks probably a bit better. We'll move this stuff and put it right there. We'll put the light range hood, which does require power. I'm not sure why, but we'll see probably a little later. And of course, the stove does work. So you can basically put stuff into the actual stove. You can even press the knowledge book and see all the stuff you can make in what ways. So for this, there's a new item called sea salt, which we'll look at later. We have the meat stuff, I guess. And then I guess miscellaneous stuff. And then this top part should function once we grab the pan. We're just going to grab the pan and place it right there. I think, yeah, that looks probably a bit better. All right, so of course we're going to replace all this. Oops, kind of pick block that. I think that might be better the other way around. Yeah, kind of. But we'll make it work. All right, so I moved the stove right here because I think it doesn't really make sense that the range hood doesn't stick right there onto the glass, so we'll just move that. Where's that pan? Oh, it's right there. We'll just place that back, and that looks pretty cool. All right, so we'll just kind of grab all these plates and just kind of organize them. Maybe Mr. Crayfish will add like cups or something in the future, bowls. Well, we already have bowls, don't we? We'll put the microwave right there, and maybe we'll grab the cutting board and place it right here. We'll also grab the knife, which does actually function with the cutting board. Apparently it doesn't work, so we'll just put the knife away. We'll put the pan away as well. We'll just put that jar, which looks pretty cool. I'm pretty sure we could put like about a stack worth of stuff in it. And then we have the toaster. Maybe we'll place a toaster right here just for easy access to make your toast. All right, and this kitchen is already looking 10 times better. We got basically a microwave, a stove with a pan, the range hood, of course. We got the toaster, we got a jar, got the functional sink. Then we got the functional fridge, which you can store and freeze things, so yeah, all these new electronic pieces like the microwave and the stove, range hood, all this stuff is going to require some power, which of course, again, we'll work on a little later. We'll just kind of grab these plates and just give everyone a plate. Oh, and each plate has kind of like a little design. These two are the same. That one's like green. And then we do have the spatula, which I'll put in here as well, which does function with the stove and pan. I also had some of the light gray versions of this stuff because you can make all 16 colored versions of all this stuff, and as well as all the wood versions of the cabinets and such. And so yeah, that was basically all of the kitchen stuff. Now we'll move on to the bathroom, which is pretty small and pretty simple because primarily the bath, the basin, and the toilet are the only functional parts of the bathroom, but we'll sort of add all this other stuff as well. So I plan to add the bathroom right here because this space doesn't really seem to be much use other than having all these saplings. So let me just clear it out. All right, so now we have all this space. I think I might have to change the look of this a little. All right, so I made this little room for the bathroom. I think I'm gonna also change the garage a little. I think that looks a tiny bit better. So we'll just grab a birch door and place it right there. I think that makes the most sense. Keep breaking stuff. There we go. So first, of course, we'll place the bath. Maybe we'll place it like right in the dead center. Place like a cabinetry right there. We'll place the sink right here. Actually, maybe like right there would be better. We place the drawers on the sides, and then we'll place the cabinets. I imagine a mirror could be placed right here. And then the toilet. I'm actually going to move the bath that way and place the toilet right there. I think I'll do polished diorite. I know diorite isn't really the best looking block, but I think this fits pretty nicely. I don't think it needs to be super fancy, but this looks pretty all right to me. I'm actually going to move the toilet right there because I think it makes just a bit more sense. All right, so a couple of things I decided to add was this banner mirror thing, which of course is a nice technique. So you can make this mirror look, and then we have over here some of the glass doors and trapdoors from the Upgrade Aquatic mod, which I think fit pretty nicely. And then I couldn't really figure out what could be a good look for the shower head, so I just decided to use a lever. Check that, actually I decided to use the crank from the Supplementaries mod, which I think looks kind of better. You know, you could just play with your imagination. I think it's fine. But yeah, this looks great. There's some empty space here. Maybe I'll put like a desk and some flowers there. But for now, this is the bathroom, which looks pretty cool. All right, so now we're on to the juicy stuff, which has to do with the newly added generator system, which of course I already showed partially on how it works. That is not what I meant to do. So first we're going to just give this fuel. I put some dried kelp blocks, have it on. And as you could see or hear that this does become louder the closer you get to it, but it actually pretty much not here as soon as you're like about 3 blocks away from it. And so yeah, so we have the 2 generators there, which we might use. So first we're going to kind of just light up this outside part. Maybe we'll do like, I think that looks better. So we'll leave that like that. Maybe use the same block and just place a couple more around. Do that one and that one. Over here, we'll place another. And then now we got to work on the inside. So we're just going to kind of place like one light there, another one right there. I think we'll kind of follow the theme a little. And then how many blocks apart? And then 2. So yeah, that looks pretty good. How many are we gonna have in here? We'll just take out these lanterns. There's a wandering trader outside, which is making noise. We'll place like 3 in here, like kind of like that little fancy light look. Okay, this guy's annoying me. And then in here, we'll probably just put like 2 right there. All right, and then this outside bit, we'll just add 1 right there, 1 right here. And then I guess just put 2 right there. We'll use the black ones for the outside and then the light ones for the inside. Yeah, now there's so much more ceiling space, which, you know, I'm not sure if it really matters. Oh, and I forgot to do the kitchen, so we'll just place 1 right there. I think that should be fine. All right, and of course the most important part, we'll put that as the power for all this stuff out here, and then we'll put the light switch for the lights right here. All right, and as I showed off earlier, you need a wrench to connect the little bulb thing to these lights. You're gonna need to do that to every piece. And there is a maximum. So as you could see, 2 pieces of electronics already connect to this part. I'm actually gonna move the light to this part right here. Put that right there. One right there. We'll connect these things to each of the kitchen appliances. That, connect to that one. Got to make sure we don't fill it all up. And yeah, so perfectly we can connect this. Okay, actually I need to let that go. And you can even do it through walls, which is actually awesome. So you could just grab the bulb thing and we'll connect it to this black one. So we'll just go back inside and we'll turn on the appliances, which something turned on. Oh yeah, this light, because this light kind of has an on and off feature. So that's pretty cool. We already have some light right there. We'll just kind of have everything off for right now. And then these lights are already fixing themselves to that. So we'll just go through here and just connect it there. And now we should have light in the kitchen and dining room. So that looks pretty cool. Wow, much, much better. Definitely a lot more homey and less space taken up. All right, so we'll just put another light switch, maybe like right here. Connect these to all of these. Actually, let's see. We'll destroy that and we'll kind of do that middle one as a test. So as you can see, now it takes up less, and we'll put into the generator because the generator does take up like a space for the switch, and then the generator itself has 12. So you can see 3 switches already take up the generator. So that's pretty cool, but let's see if this works. Oh yeah, okay. So to basically make it much easier, you could just connect these to the lights. And if you don't want certain things to be connected, you could basically just whack them. You won't be able to destroy anything, even in creative. So you could go as crazy as you want. So destroy that connection. Actually, no, we'll connect to these up right there. Connect it to this one itself. Those are connected. And then we'll just connect to this one to the light. And there you go. Now all of the lights are working. This is actually something I just discovered as before I was testing the mod. But this is actually something that makes it much easier to connect all your lights. We'll just have that on. And yeah, it's just as bright as it was earlier. So we'll just connect this light to this switch right there. Connect these to that one, and then this one to this one. Now all of these lamps and lights are on. Of course, you could change it into your own orientation of stuff, but I'm gonna just have it like this for now. Then I'm gonna put another light switch in here, connect all of these to this one, and then maybe place like another one in the center, and boom. Oh, wait, I actually needed to connect this one to the generator. There we go. Now there's 4 slots out of 12 and these lights are on. Turn it on and off as much as you like. We'll just place another switch here and just grab these connections. Use the switch. This is taking up a lot now. It's almost about to hit half, but should be fine. We'll just turn that on. And now we have the garage lit up. All right, so upstairs I added 3 different light switches. We have one for the bedroom, which turns on the lamps and the ceiling lights. That's pretty nice. We got the outside lights. I extended these bits with the slabs. And we got the inside lights right here. And yeah, I am honestly really starting to like this house now. It's got, you know, so much more going on. Let's continue the electronic part of the mod, which we got a computer, which I think actually works better if we go upstairs. You know, maybe we'll place the computer right there. We'll place a light switch and connect these 2 together. All right, so I'm going to grab the switch for the computer, connect it to the generator. Oop, all right, and now you should be able to turn it on. And as you can see, this little pixel turns from red to green once it's on. And honestly, the computer is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. You can actually get into the computer and play paddleball with another player that might, you know, be on a server or, you know, however you're playing multiplayer, and then you could play with them as long as they have another computer, or you could play against an AI. Oh, I forgot you actually need the arrow keys. And there you go. I pretty much suck at this game. All right, so we're just gonna get out of there. We have the smart home, which we can turn off basically all the light switches to all the different stuff. We can even turn on the fridge, this light switch, which I have no idea what that does, the microwave and the stove, and then you could turn it all off. Oh, okay, maybe not the best idea to turn off the one that you're using. And we just turn them all on, and yeah, that's pretty nice. This even kind of tells you what to do. Then we have the marketplace, which is coming soon, and then we have the coin miner, which is also coming soon. It even tells you the time of the Minecraft day, but I did sort of pause the day, so that's why it's left at 7:18. And so now what's next is the television. So we do have a, I guess what's supposed to be a flat screen TV, but we're gonna kind of downgrade, and I think that looks fine actually. We'll just do that. Connect this to maybe just this light just for simplicity, and there you go. Now we got television going. We just sit right here and just watch the sunset. We even have the television remote, which allows you to change the channels from afar. Can we do it? Yep, there you go. Watch birds, watch paddleball, watch a derp face. You gotta watch villager news. And then just kind of like that CD looking thing. Anything else? And we can watch Minecraft. Of course we can. I think maybe I should probably attach this to its own. Oh no, that's a doorbell, which I need to put down last. Which one's connected to the TV? Connect these 2, and then we'll connect this to the generator, which is already almost full. So boom, there you go. Now we can just have the lights on without the TV being constantly making sound. We'll stick to that as it's, you know, pretty quiet. All right, and lastly, we got the doorbell, which you could set the name of the doorbell. So of course I'm gonna put a chef's life and accept. I'm not sure what that does putting in the name, but we're doing it anyways. We'll just put that there as it's, the other one's almost full. Close the door, and there you go. Now we got people ringing at our door. Oh, and we haven't put the light switch on for the outside bit. Don't want to destroy that sign either. All right, so now this light should turn on for all the lights outside, and of course I forget to put it to the generator. Put it to that one, and now the outside lights are on. This looks, yeah, it just looks so much better than just kind of like the redstone lamp sticking out. So that's all of the electronics. I'm honestly a big fan of the new feature with the electronics. I'm going to keep that just in case I need to put anything else. So what's next are the outdoor things. So we're just going to grab all this, kind of try and decorate the outside of the house as much as we can. So first we're going to destroy all these fences, place them down, and now we can have a gate in the middle, which does connect to the regular fences, which is nice. There we go. So now we got a much better looking fence on the outside. We got the hedges, and I've chosen the azalea hedge. Can you actually connect it to the... No. Oh, that's... What a shame. Just kind of connect these hedges together. And of course, the fence doesn't allow you to jump over it like a regular fence, and neither do the hedges, I don't think. Yeah. Wonder, can you go through? Yeah, so you could just go through the hedges like that. Just place more right here. All right, so we'll just place the trampoline while we're out here. Start jumping on it. The more you hold the jump button, it allows you to keep jumping up. But as soon as you stop, it'll slow down or just kind of keep you at a certain momentum. And then the next thing we'll have is the recycling bin. And the recycling bin is actually pretty cool to have because it does use electricity for some weird reason, but it does have a function. We'll place the mailbox before we show that. So we'll just set the name, A Chef's Life, of course. Now this is my mailbox. Well, it doesn't really matter as long as you set a name to that certain mailbox. So let's say we put another one right here and we'll name this one Greg, that right there, and then we'll put the post box, which I think you might want to have like randomly in some places. Oh, there we go. So you select the name here and then you put like a random item. It has that little indicator that, you know, tells you that there's mail. Oh, and you get like a special package item. All right, nice. So we got the grass block and the wrench. Thank you to myself. And then now to show off the trash can, we'll connect it to and connect them to each other, and then we'll connect it to a generator. So this is basically a way to properly dispose of your stuff. So if you don't want a grass block, so then there you go, you turn it on and it grinds up those items into XP. The most you can have from those two items is 17 or 0.017 out of 5 levels. So if we put more things, which let's just grab actual things instead of things that I have to still show off. We'll place the end rod, turns into 0.025. All right, so we'll just grab a bunch of spruce logs and place it in here. And as you can see, over time, it'll generate into XP levels, but you won't be able to collect any until it hits, I think 5 or until it hits 1. So let's just see. Oh, there we go. So we can withdraw XP. This is honestly a pretty smart way to dispose of your stuff. You get XP levels in return. It is pretty loud though, so yeah, keep that in mind. And yeah, so there you go, much more XP. Wrap all this. We might not use all of those, but we'll definitely use the doormat. You know, make your own unique design. And to show that we got a lovely home, we press save. Oh, come on. All right, so let's do that again. And boom, there we go. Now we got a lovely home. We can place another one down and kind of give it a, oh, well, there was a heart already. Okay. So yeah, we got the mushroom, we got an arrow, an exclamation point, a house, a kind of unique design there, carpet design, another carpet design. Ooh, that one looks nice. That's also a cool one. Ooh, a swirl. Maybe we could put that one in the bathroom. And yeah, there we go. So we'll just I actually do want to place another one in the bathroom now. And we'll have that one right there. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. All right, so next up, we're going to place down these stepping stones. So I think I want to do diorite. Yeah, that looks pretty fitting. Then now we'll kind of extend off this way. Take that off. And we can come around here. Maybe it won't be safe to place the paths right there. I think we'll kind of extend it this far out. Next up, we got the blue cooler, which I think I'll place in the garage because, you know, I think with the car in mind in here, and then of course the coolers used to go places like the beach, it'll make sense to sort of have it in the garage. Yeah, you could store stuff inside. I don't think this really has like a specific function, just another sort of miniature storage. And that's about it. So of course we have new foods that comes with the mod, and I'm pretty sure the old mod had foods as well. I'm pretty sure they had toast. And yeah, so now we have sea salt, which you put water into the oven and bake it up into sea salt. Then we got the wheat flour, which you use the cutting board with a bowl, some sea salt, and 3 pieces of wheat, and you get the wheat flour. And then you got the dough, which you need the wheat flour and the water bucket, and then you get 2 pieces of dough, which I'm assuming is what you need to make the pizzas with. Then we got the cheese, which you need sea salt and of course milk. And we have the sweet berry jam, which you fry up some sweet berries onto the pan and then use the spatula. I'm assuming the same goes for the glowberry version. Glowberry jam. And then the bread slice, you need bread and a knife, and then you cut up into 6 pieces of bread. That's actually a lot of bread. So now we're in the kitchen to show off how you can make some of this stuff. So first we'll place the toast and we'll activate the toaster, and there we go. Now the toast should be ready soon. And you can also make grilled cheese sandwich with the cheese sandwich. So yeah, you're going to want to place this on the pan, on the stove, and basically flip it over once it's ready. And as for the pizzas, you're going to want to place each one right there. I think you could place all of them. Yeah, kind of like a furnace. So over time, it'll slowly cook all these pizzas up into the cooked versions of all of this. And we'll see if the... Yep, there we go. So I think if it starts to show the darker smoke, you can start to flip it. And then it should give us a cheese sandwich. And we got the toast, so we'll just eat some of that. Pretty quick to eat. Oh, and there we go. The cheese sandwich is done, or the grilled cheese sandwich is done. Just heat that up. That is pretty yummy. And then, of course, in here, oh, the pizzas are still cooking, so it's going to take some time. And there we go. We have the cooked meat pizza and the cooked vegetable pizza, which is they're pretty yummy looking. I think we could place them onto the plates. We'll just place a grilled cheese sandwich there, and we'll place some toast right there as well. And then for the pizza specifically, you could place it onto the cutting board, grab the knife, and cut it up into slices, which makes it even, more enjoyable for your whole family and friends. And it even gives you haste, which is pretty awesome. It's only for a short time, but it's probably worth it. So what does the vegetable one give you? Maybe regeneration? Nothing. Okay, so the meat one does have more value. All right, and that is all the mod has to offer. If you guys like Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod, if you guys like the old one is still available. I'm not sure if it's going to be updated to newer versions of Minecraft, but this new one definitely will, and there is more to come. Maybe I'll do showcases on those if they're kind of worth doing a whole showcase on. And yeah, that'll be about it for me today. If you guys enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, subscribe to keep up to date with more Minecraft content, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.